What's up, buddy?
Man, I am just so...
How about... you've got to be fired up. Back in black.
Back in
Raiders.
black. My
Your
Raiders. My Raiders.
2-0.
Who I have not picked for 2 weeks in a row.
2-0?
They're 2-0, man.
They look good. I mean, the Saints don't look the same without Michael Thomas.
No, they're not.
The Raiders.
They're not. Okay, I gotta admit, I'm a big
Raiders.
Raider fan. I mean, I love the black. I'm not sold on them yet.
Excited, right?
Yeah, I'm excited.
So much to be
I'm
excited
super
about.
stoked. But you know what else I'm excited about? Week 3, man.
Week 3, let's go.
Week
Hey.
3, hey.
Yep, we need looking for some rebound.
No kidding.
From me.
No kidding. You got Carl, you got Doug, you got Fire and Brimm Sports, and we are back, man. We are fired up. I mean, for NFL action, dude. Oh,
Ready.
okay.
I'm straight from the war room. Look, it was I was deep in the data today, going over my picks.
You're going through reams of demographic data,
making sure that I get my numbers locked in. I got to swing back now.
Jeez.
But
all right,
you know, a lot of fans out there.
You know what? You got to hand it to the fans, man. Thank you, everybody.
For fun.
Oh my goodness, the banter going back and forth.
Yeah.
I mean, folks hitting us up and all that. It's an absolute blast.
Look, I'd like to reiterate the fact that this is a serious handicapping show. Okay, but the whole idea we started this is to have a forum where people just talk about football, throw your picks out there, have some fun. I just have fun being a part of it.
No kidding.
And making
no
picks,
kidding.
so.
It's an absolute blast.
Yeah, seeing everybody make their picks out there.
I know. It's so
make
fun.
Some jabs.
Thank you for all the input. I mean, all the comments. I mean, the banter, like it says, absolutely just...
That's what it's all about. Just having fun, right?
Absolutely get stoked every time I see another little, it says somebody left a message or something. I mean, absolute blast. So I tell you what, let's recap what we did last week.
How'd the picks look?
How'd the picks look? Okay. Dude, you had a monster week 1.
I did.
And, okay... Came back down to earth. Actually, 7-9 any given week. My God!
I tell you what, that's 7-9. I was looking pretty bad, pretty bleak there for a minute. I made way too many homer picks. I mean, when you watch me make the picks last week, I was like, homer picking too many times.
Okay, so here's what happens after we cut the show. And then we text each other later and go, what was I thinking when I picked that? I mean, my gosh, what am I doing?
We did the research, and then we come out, and the heart still takes over. It's hard for the heart to not take over, but I'll take that start to the season.
Oh, heck yeah, no doubt about it. I was happy with 8-8, man.
You know where you would be without the Kool-Aid picks? Doug's Kool-Aid picks are off to a 0-2 start.
Look at that. I'd be 500.
But we've got the solution. This week, stay tuned. Doug will be drinking the Kool-Aid this week.
So what is it? Hashtag drink the Kool-Aid.
Drink it, Doug. If you're going to put yourself out there, take a drink of the
kidding.
Kool-Aid.
Look at that. If it weren't for those stupid Kool-Aid picks, I'd be at least 500.
You'd be 500. How'd everybody else look? We had some nice...
Oh, we did. And again,
nice weeks.
Just so much fun with the folks out there. Go ahead, run it down.
Let's see. Here's our winner, Robert, off the Twitterverse.
Yeah.
Robert coming in at 10-6.
10-6. Nice job.
Dude. And then 9-7 and 8-8. Nobody was below 500. I think I may have been the only person below 500. But
I'm really proud of Ping.
Ping bounced back with 500
because. Ping was like 0-17 the first week.
4-12, I think. Yeah, it's tough. Brad at Ward on Sports 8-8. Yep. Michael coming in at a 9-7. Gene at 9-7. Alex 8-8, Ping 8-8, and Mason at 9-7. So, but our top Twitter guy was Robert.
And then we also, just real quick, we had some folks from YouTube as well.
People jump in with their
picks. I know, it was so cool.
Yeah.
And check out Go Pats, man. 12-4 against the spread.
That was our overall leader.
That is stupid. That is stupid.
That's a strong
good.
Week. Best week, last week was 11-5, 12-4 is the best anybody's done.
Dude, nice job on that.
Nice job,
awesome job on that. So, last week I hurt my knee.
I see.
When I was working in the yard. I was doing something. The wife says that it's because of my running and that. No, it's not anything to do. I was just working in the yard, did something stupid. But then
you set the bug in the air.
Oh my gosh, I think I did. Maybe I set it off.
The tone for the weekend.
Did you see what happened last week?
Injuries
was that just stupid?
With all the injuries, people are talking about it, the lack of preseason, lack of training camp, lack of, what do you think?
I don't think so. I think it's just... the hamstring is one, I think, is a training camp, not enough, stretches or not enough, just warming up for the preseason. I think when it comes to a knee, you're just getting tackled.
So it's just a fluke.
I think it's a fluke.
Because you could get hurt on any given play.
Yeah, exactly. You see the preseason, guys get hurt, they have ACL tears. Heck, they have ACL tears in practice. Yep. You hear that all the time. I think, unfortunately, it was just a fluke about what was going on there. But who did we lose? We lost Saquon.
for the
That's
year.
horrible for the year. You lost Nick Bosa for the year. You've got McCaffrey's out for 5, 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Because of an ankle. You've got the starting quarterback for the Broncos.
Locke,
he was out, because his
Jeff
shoulder.
Driscoll's going to come in.
See who they also signed, Blake Bortles. Are you kidding me?
All right. So that's going to change the landscape a little bit on that. I mean, I think that the 49ers. That's
devastating.
You're not going to come back from that, and
they already
Super
had
Bowl.
George Kittle out in that game too. But having said that, they still won.
Yeah.
You gotta give them credit.
Well, no, they won a game, but
Yeah.
you're going to come in, and that's going to wear down over time. Although those are injuries in really key spots.
Yeah,
and losing Nick Bosa,
they lost Solomon too.
Yeah.
Solomon Thomas, the defensive end. I think he's out for the season as well.
I want to, before we kind of go on that,
that is a rash.
On the positive side,
Yeah.
is Herbert in
Oh my gosh.
L.A.
Did you hear about Herbert? I mean, he comes in. What was it? Something or what I heard is that Tyrod Taylor, his lung got punctured before the game by the staff. I have no idea what the heck they were doing.
Yeah.
That's a story in its own right. But then Herbert's out. He didn't think he was going to be starting it off, right? And he goes out and he starts his career against the Chiefs.
There's always something to be said for not
gosh.
preparing for him. I mean, they prepared for Taylor, but the Chargers, I mean, good for them.
Because that's an excellent point, because the Chiefs were preparing for Taylor, right?
Yep.
And so guess what? Herbert comes out, he just slinging the ball all over. I mean, he had 300 some yards, a touchdown. This all gets defending champions too, dude. I mean, it wasn't like he was playing, some scrub team there.
And we were kind of tough on the Chargers. I'll give a shout out to Michael out on YouTube too, and some love to the Chargers, because we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we'll see what they look like this week.
You gotta. I mean, they deserved it. They played a great game. They really took the Chiefs all the way down to the end.
So round of applause, definitely to him.
Absolutely.
Yep,
So
round of applause.
gotta ask a question. It's in here someplace. Okay,
Top
we
5
talk
teams.
about that. So right now, I know it's only
week
2
2.
weeks in.
Two
It's only
weeks
2 weeks in. It's a small little resume that we've got here. But who are the top 5 teams right now from what you've seen so far?
Well, the reason that I bring this up is I just think about the AFC versus the NFC.
Yeah.
And honestly, if Seattle didn't set their dominance in the NFC, I mean, that was a fantastic game.
Oh my gosh.
New England is in there as a top 5 team.
That was the game. That was the game of the week.
But Russell Wilson is the best. Last week I said I'm off the boat on Tom Brady and the Bucs, and I'm going to jump in the boat with Seattle.
Yeah.
I mean, Russell Wilson's the best player in the league. The Seattle's phenomenal. And at this point, outside of, on a given Sunday, outside of Green Bay and Seattle, who could come out of the NFC as their Super Bowl champion? Because I think San Francisco's done with all the injuries.
The Saints look beatable.
Saints
without
are very
Michael
beatable.
Thomas.
And I've always said on a given, you take the Saints in a playoff game, and they're pretty one-dimensional with the slants and the dink and dunk and the.
Oh, no doubt about it. No, you're right. So that means the rest of the teams, really, the top 5 teams. Okay.
I was going to say Dallas.
Okay.
All right.
Chiefs.
But then you go to the AFC.
Yeah.
And you've got Baltimore,
Chiefs,
Kansas
Baltimore,
City,
yep.
New England, the Bills.
The Bills.
Bills Mafia.
That's right.
Hashtag Bills Mafia.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's right. It is.
Pittsburgh. Oakland's 2-0.
Right. You've got a bunch of good teams there.
Houston's 0-2.
No, don't go Houston. Don't go Houston.
Houston's 0-2, about to be 0-3. Okay.
Houston, though.
They've lost to Baltimore, Kansas City, and now they play Pittsburgh. What do you want them to do?
Wait.
Houston's one of my top 5 teams.
If you were Houston before the season, you looked, you start with Kansas City and Baltimore and then Pittsburgh. In your heart, you go, man,
Look,
2-1 would be just a miracle.
yeah, right. One, right. You got to get one of these 3.
No, I don't know if they're going to get it.
Houston was a homer pick for me. I mean, Watson is my franchise quarterback in my fantasy league, and I keep expecting him to show up. So I keep picking him. And we had a YouTube comment that was pretty confident that the Texans would not beat the Ravens.
Yeah.
And they were right. So
no.
I was wrong. It's another one I got wrong, but I gotta listen. I'm back because I'm letting go of the homer picks.
Okay,
I was trying to
so this week you're gonna just drop the homer stuff and just go play some real.
Yeah,
wait, remember the first week you went 11-5. That's not
and
too
I'm trying
bad.
to say, look, this isn't fun and games here. This is a serious
stuff here.
handicapping show. Okay, we take ourselves very serious.
We do.
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you what I don't take seriously are a couple head coaches out there. Okay,
this is your favorite segment.
This is my favorite segment right here. This is absolutely my favorite segment. guess who I'm talking about this week? I think the same one I talked about last week and the same ones I talked about last year. Patricia, dude. Patricia, seriously. Seriously. This defense, remember he's a defensive guru is what the guy is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 2 weeks
Blew
in a
another
row.
lead. We blew a lead against
That's right.
a double-digit lead against the Packers. We had a double-digit lead.
That's right, they did.
Terrible.
Okay, and my other one, of course, is always Dan Quinn.
You love Dan.
Another defensive guru.
You love Dan.
And what happens? They let the Cowboys snatch, or no, actually it's the Falcons. They snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
Your dislike of Quinn is almost as if you're a Falcon fan. I mean, like, you've been on him ever since that Super Bowl loss.
Dude,
you were like,
I know.
Out of here.
No, you know why? It's because they have all these weapons. They need an offensive-minded head coach.
I mean,
That's what it is.
Yeah.
They've got all these weapons, just like the Lions needed an offensive-minded head coach. They've got weapons, man. You got Stafford for what, maybe 2 years?
Man.
Something like that? Sorry. I'm really rubbing your nose in on this time.
It's just the Lions lore. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just the way it is. I mean,
it is.
Like,
It's
I've been
just
a Lions fan
absolutely
for 30 years. So.
Just irritates me.
What are you going to do?
So, what do you want to say? You want to say go to the board here, man?
I say we go to the board, we get some picks going, and we get the ship righted from my 7-9 week.
Okay, I need to break above 500. So, why don't we start with our brown bag? So,
Brown bag.
You know what? I had a hard time. And we want to hear what everybody thinks about their brown bags.
Yeah, we had some people throw some brown bags out there.
I know.
What do you think? Who's the brown bag pick?
Okay, my brown bag pick for this week, and that's because they're just stinking it up, is the Vikings. This is like cumulative, right?
What happened there?
They're doing nothing. I picked them to win the freaking division too. I mean, that's probably why I'm so mad too. Yeah, no, they're showing nothing, and they're showing. It's not Stefanski going to the Browns. I think it's Kirk Cousins. I think it starts with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I
don't think
in our pregame, in our preseason show, I didn't have the Vikings even in the playoff picture.
No.
I wasn't high on them.
And for good reason. Yeah, you're looking pretty stellar in that one.
I would like to point out that my continuous every week brown bag pick is the Browns.
By default, it's the Browns, right?
You beat the Bengals. You know what? Burrow lit you up.
What?
Okay, Joe Burrow. Listen.
Boy. With no run game
Get
at
out
all.
of here, Cleveland.
And he's just going out there and just
I'm so sorry.
lighting them up, man.
We do have a lot of Cleveland fans, but I can't do it. I can't.
Wait.
As I stand here, who am I? Put my Lions stuff on.
What are you complaining about? That's right. You on the pot calling the kettle black.
I'm not.
I mean,
look,
come on,
right.
dude.
Here's my brown bag pick: the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, so do you celebrate?
And they won.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you celebrate your vomit?
No, against the Falcons. How?
That's right. They fall down. It's okay. The fact that they came back. Good job. Nice job. You won the game. They should never have been in that position.
It was very 2019
Oh,
Dallas,
goodness.
2018 Dallas.
I know.
It was Jason Garrett Dallas. They pull out a win like that, and the next thing you know, they're going to the Super Bowl, and then they're going to turn around and
I don't know.
I got a tough one this week.
Guess what? I picked Dallas to win the division too. I mean, I'm really sucking it up. And those things. So, okay, let's go to the board, man.
Let's do it. Let's make these picks.
Let's get week 3. Okay.
Right.
We want your picks too. Let us know what you think of week 3. Okay, here we go. Thursday night
I had a
football.
new strategy. I've got a whole new formula.
Yeah.
That I plugged in all the numbers in my system. So
all right. Okay.
I'm feeling really locked in this week.
The Dolphins. So it stays in Florida. Go to the Jags. Jags by 3. Neither of these two teams give up.
Right.
These two teams. This is going to be a fun game. I mean, it's just going to be a fun game because I think they're competitively matched.
It's one of those games too where if fans were allowed.
Yeah.
There still probably wouldn't be that many people.
No, there would be because it is Jacksonville.
Man, Gardner Minshew was so.
But you got to give them credit. They beat what? They beat the Titans 2 weeks ago. I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
They took the Colts. No, they beat.
They covered the spread last week.
Yeah. But the fact is, they don't give up.
Yep.
The team doesn't give up. Based on that, I'm going to go with Gardner Minshew just because. There's no home field advantage, like you said.
Right.
It doesn't matter anyways.
So
but I got to go with
my
them.
pick was already made and determined before this moment.
Okay, because statistical analysis.
I mean,
That's
we're
right.
locked in. We've got the formula, the fire and brim formula.
Yeah.
We're locked in. But I mean, just as high as you were on Jacksonville, like you were just talking about them like they were a playoff team. It made me realize, like,
Okay,
come on, these are not
there's
quality
something
teams
about
here.
that. So Doug is too high on something. Go the other way. Go the other way. Run the other way. Okay.
I'm surprised there wasn't a Buckeye in there to talk about.
There probably is somewhere in there. I'm sure there is. Okay. Deshaun Watson, and the Texans,
Top 5 team.
top 5 team, after playing the Chiefs, the Ravens. Now they have to go to Pittsburgh to take on Big Ben and the Steelers. Steelers by 4. Who do you like in this one?
I'm going to defer to you on this. I already know what picked. I'm just curious.
Steelers give up the points. Big Ben is on a roll. I actually did play that well last week, but he's still on the.
This would have been a fun game. This would be a fun game for fans. It would have been a fun. Yeah, I mean, it really is.
I think it's gonna be a fun game to watch. They get a monster defense.
They've played Baltimore. They've played Kansas City. They're gonna show up one of these games. I'm going.
We'll see.
I think Houston wins this game. I'm
take the
Deshaun
points.
Watson goes down.
I'm going to give you the points. Take the 4 and take and run with it.
Take
Okay.
the win.
Here we
1 and 2.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Washington goes to Cleveland. Browns by 7.
The Browns aren't beating anybody by 7. Browns aren't beating anybody. I don't care what their name is. No name. They're not beating the Browns. Aren't beating anybody by 7 points.
I've been thinking about this one. I really have. Oh my gosh. I mean, no home field advantage really. It doesn't make any. Okay, the homer, Dwayne Haskins. He comes back, right? You know, playing in Ohio again. Dude, I gotta go with the Browns. I don't know why I gotta go with the Browns. I gotta pick the Browns. They're gonna cover the 7 points. I know you said that there's no way that you go with the Browns.
Every time I try to convince you that this is a serious handicapping show, that people are watching,
this is
looking for serious
right
advice here, and you pick the Browns. But okay, all right.
Okay.
All right.
This is going to be a nice game.
You know, I like both these teams.
I
really
like
do.
both these teams.
I like the Rams.
The Rams visit the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
That's just because they're playing at home, and there's really no home field advantage, right? I mean, but
it's not even
give
cold
the Bills
yet.
2.5. The Rams, they beat the Cowboys and they beat the Eagles,
Cowboys
right?
are terrible.
You got to.
Eagles
Cowboys
are terrible.
So maybe
now you're playing one of the top teams in the AFC. I got to go Buffalo.
You know,
I mean, I really hashtag Bills Mafia.
You know what? I'm going to go with the Bills to cover as well. I think it stops right now for Jared Goff and those guys. But I'm going to go Bills. They're going to cover the 2.5. Okay. Why even talk about this one? The Titans and the Vikings. Titans by 2.5. There's no way. It's the Titans all the way on this one, dude. I mean, Vikings, prove us wrong.
Yeah,
prove us wrong. I mean, that's why they're the brown bag. Yep. I mean, there's no way. Yep. Okay. Should be an interesting one.
Yeah. You know, I really like the way the Bengals played last week.
Yeah.
I really, really did. Just the team top. I mean, they're better defensively. The Eagles are, again, they're part of that division. That division is a mess.
Carson Wentz been throwing picks. I mean, Eagles by 4.5. That's a lot of points.
Hooday.
Wow.
Hooday. I'm not even worried about this. I think the Bengals are going to win the game.
Oh my gosh!
Look, I went 7-9 this week. This is the bounce. This is like the yo-yo, man. I'm coming back. I'm 11-5.
The Eagles got to win one. The Eagles got now. There's 4.5 points though. That's the problem. Yeah. Wow, that could be a stupid one right there. That could be. That's what later you'll be texting you going, dude, why did you pick the Eagles? What am I doing? Stop me, would you? Stop me.
I love it. You didn't drink green Kool-Aid,
no,
so I'm okay.
I still haven't done anything on Kool-Aid yet. Okay, 2 teams. Wouldn't you have loved seeing Nick Bosa tackling Saquon in this game, right? And we're not going to see either of that. I'm not sure about Garoppolo, if he's going to be back or not, because of the ankle. But we know what they get, Devonta Freeman or somebody. I know the Giants. They're not going to make any difference. You're not going to replace Saquon Barkley.
No.
You just don't replace that. The 49ers.
Just they have it laid out for them with the. I'm not high on San Francisco to keep it going. I mean, maybe they win this game by a field goal. If they win 17-14,
I'm not sure why I'm picking the 49ers. But I know I can't pick the Giants.
I don't understand why you're picking the Browns. But, I'm still, my brain's still back. I'm trying to catch up. I'm like, Doug picked the Browns. We talked about it.
What are you doing, dude? Every single week.
So every week, Doug has his war room. I have my war room. We break down the games and we come together and deliver you this magic of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games different.
Okay. Bears go to Atlanta, play the Falcons. Falcons by 3.
I know you really don't like the Falcons.
You know what?
I really do like the Falcons.
You know what? Look at this. Look at this. No, and here's why. If they can hang 38, 39 on the Cowboys.
Yeah. Bears aren't scoring like that.
The Bears are not going to score 40 points to beat them. So if they can hang the same number on, the Bears, they've got that game, and they're going to cover that.
I love it. I like it.
There was good analysis there. I think that's what it was.
This game, though, too.
Dude. Okay.
You got some.
Okay, so you play a great game against the Saints, right? Now you've got to go against Belichick right? And that defensive mindset that he's
And
got.
look, Cam Newton
and
is plugged into that.
He's plugged
system.
into that. He's plugged into that. So 3 weeks in a row, I'm going to keep on doing it. I'm still not picking my Raiders. I've got to go the Patriots. I think the Patriots cover. As much as I hate to say it, secretly what I'm hoping is that every time that I pick against the Raiders, they do win. But no, I think that the Patriots cover on this one.
I think the Patriots cover.
You think the Patriots cover too?
Yeah.
It's a
That one, I'm going to tell you, this one came. This was the last game that I picked.
Yeah.
In the war room,
Yeah.
spending all that time with my statistical analysis, going over all the injury reports, who's going to be reffing the games, who I go over every detail, the details of the type of grass that they'll be playing on.
You're nuts.
And this was the last game that I decided on. And it was still tough to decide, but I'm going New England.
No, you gotta go New England.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
Panthers without Christian McCaffrey take on the
Listen.
Justin Herbert.
I'm gonna, you know what?
The Chargers 6.5 is a lot of points.
Michael,
though.
let's go. I'm on board. We've
6.5 is a
this
lot
guy
of
knows what
points.
he's talking about. I'm gonna get on board with our YouTube love for Michael,
right.
and I'm going with the Chargers.
You know what? I'm gonna go with
I
you.
like it.
Believe it or not, I'm gonna go with
I
you.
like it, man. I like it. I like the lightning bolts.
I am gonna go with you on that one. I'm not sure. They just seem to have some moxie. They played with some moxie last week
like
against
it.
the Chiefs. Okay, the grease fire. I mean the Jets
What?
against the Colts. Colts by 11. I mean that's only 3 games into the season. I mean, why are they like the?
What I know is about this game is that Phillip Rivers is still going to throw,
An interception, two
Two
interceptions.
interceptions.
Yes, okay.
Two
So all right,
interceptions.
I get what you're
and that's
saying
going to
on
be
that.
tough to have when you turn the ball over.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to win by double digits. I mean, they did last
You
week.
can't go with I don't want to go the Jets. How do you give up 11 points though?
I'm locked in on this game.
Okay, go ahead, Guru, Swami.
Let's go with the Jets.
You're gonna go with the Jets.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
11
with Colts. Because you know why?
They're going to win by 2 touchdowns?
Here's why. Jonathan Taylor. They got a horse, man. They got a
They do.
thoroughbred horse.
They do.
I would run and run and run with
I
Jonathan
consider
Taylor.
that.
I would give the ball to him 25 times that game.
That doesn't
Let him
usually
score.
lead to a 2-touchdown victory.
That leads to at least a
10-point victory.
12-point victory. All right. This is interesting. Cowboys, who have not looked good at all, right? They basically lost. They've lost
Against
one
the best
game
team in football?
They've lost one game in 59 minutes. They only have 1 minute of winning.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
agree. And they're playing
So,
the best team in football.
they're
And
playing the
Russell
best
Wilson, look, they're right now, Seattle's that team, you just keep taking them. Just keep taking them. They're going to keep on covering.
They're traveling. They go up to Seattle. It doesn't matter if the 12-man or not. You got Russell Wilson. Chris Carson's running good. DK Metcalf is looking great at wide
Fantastic,
receiver.
yeah.
I mean, just go with
Yeah.
Seattle. Go with them all the way. That one could be just book the house on that one. Don't do it, but you know what I mean. Okay,
I think it's time.
Here it is. This is for
is
you,
time.
dude. This is for you. The Lions go to the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 5.5. Remember last year they did that?
Are you calling
Stuck
Kool-Aid
it up.
pick here?
You know what? I just might
want me to
call it
pick her?
Kool-Aid pick. You go first. Go ahead. Go first. Who do you think's going to win this one? So you're going to take the points. And you're going to go with the Lions. Right?
Lions are going to win the game.
Not a chance. Wait, stop right there, young man. Stop right there, young man. You know why? Because here you go, folks.
The Lions are going to win the game.
Yes, you know.
Lions are going to win the game.
No.
There it
way.
is.
There it is.
I want you to hit the Kool-Aid pick.
This is the Kool-Aid.
You're going to cover in 5.5?
They're going to cover 5.5.
Doug.
Okay, and what's a hashtag?
Hashtag drink the Kool-Aid,
Drink the
Doug.
Kool-Aid. Okay.
All right, we got it. All right.
That is delicious tasting Cardinals Kool-Aid right
All
there.
right.
Oh my goodness. I should put more sugar in that.
All right. Good call. Good call.
No,
All right.
Cardinals all the way. Cardinals all the way.
To cover the 5.5.
To cover the 5.5. I'm a believer in Kyler Murray.
We'll see. The
got-
Kool-Aid pick's trying to come out. It's 0-2. We're
We're going to be 1 and
break
2. We got this. Okay. Tom Brady, you're starting to play like Tom Brady. I mean, they look better. They look better against the Saints. You got the Broncos. I'm not sure. They're starting, Jeff Driscoll,
Yeah.
because Drew Lock's hurt.
Yeah.
But you got Blake Bortles in the background. Yeah, wow, that's going to help you out a lot. That's a lot of points, though. That is a lot of points. But
It's
you know
not
what?
even a touchdown.
I am a believer right now in Brady. I think they can win. This is one where they're smelling blood in the water.
Look,
You got to take advantage of
I
teams
took
like
Tampa Bay to go to the Super Bowl.
that.
And that was a horrible decision.
Yeah.
I don't even know who made that decision. That was
All your statistical analysis.
like,
and
yeah,
all
it
that
was.
sort of stuff,
I
yeah.
flushed it. It's gone.
Did you say this is like a real show or something like that?
This is a legitimate handicapping show, and I'm going with Denver.
Okay, we get to finish
Denver
it
to
up
cover, yeah.
with two awesome games. The Sunday night game. I'm
Well,
really looking
these are the ones just tug at the heart that there's no fans at the game, right? I mean, it just really
You're spot on, dude.
just tugs at the heart. I mean, these are great. If you're a football fan, to see that environment of Green Bay playing at the
Yes.
Superdome on Sunday night
Hear
football,
it. You want to hear that crowd.
you know, and then this game is just
Oh my gosh,
high
that's a
quality.
Super Bowl game right there. Okay, so let's go Sunday night. The Packers visit the Saints. The Saints by 3 just because the Packers are flying down too.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not the same without Thomas. Breeze can be stopped. It's a timing game. It's the dink and dunk game.
It is.
It's a slant game, and Green Bay is. I think Green Bay is playing out of their minds right now. Devontae Adams playing out of his minds. Aaron Rodgers is on a mission, and Green Bay is going to win the game. I don't even need the points. That's a Green
You know what?
Bay wins
This
the game.
is my gut. This is pure gut.
And maybe if it was too loud.
That
gonna be loud.
yeah, it's not gonna be loud at all. I gotta go with the Saints. I think that they can play a better, complete game. I mean, this is not the Lions that the Packers are playing.
No.
This is not the Vikings that the Packers are playing. This is the
The
Saints.
Saints.
That's it. No, I'm telling you, I'm gonna go with the Saints. Give up you take your 3 points and you can go.
How
with
many games did we pick the Saints?
You know,
2, 3,
we did a couple.
4,
Not
5.
that many. Okay, well, this is going to be one of us is going to do really good, and one of us is really going to suck it up when it comes to the results. Okay, this one Super Bowl. This is a Super Bowl matchup, is what this is. I mean, the Chiefs against the
What a
Ravens, Mahomes against Jackson. I mean, you've got they both have running games.
This
They
right
both
here,
have-
yeah.
they both
I mean,
have-
yeah.
I mean, this is everything you want to see. I mean, this is a Super Bowl matchup right here. I mean, if you could just play both, or at least a
Yeah,
conference,
I mean, they're
right?
just phenomenal.
And
Just
this
phenomenal.
has everything. I
Yeah,
mean,
the conference champ, right? This is right.
Okay.
These are the two best teams right now in the NFL. So
What do you like?
conference championship game.
I mean, 3.5
Listen,
Ravens.
the hook right there, just because of the hook,
Oh,
the
that's
3.5.
That is a good point.
Just because of that, I'm going to take Kansas City, and that's because I just think the game's going to be back and forth. That's going to be a lot of scoring. You're not going to see a defensive battle like you would see if it was in the playoffs, if it was the AFC Championship game. It's just going to be high scoring back and forth. And Doug, I think we got 2 great picks, and I think it's going to come down to us having a fun Monday night football.
I think so too. It's going to be an absolute blast. It's going to be an absolute blast.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's come down to Kansas City's traveling again. Now they're going to Baltimore.
That's just
then it's
gonna
going
be
to
a
kind of
long
add
game.
up,
Yeah.
you know.
We'll see.
So
It's gonna be a great game.
You know, who's going to win in this? All of us, because we get to watch the game.
That's going to be a good game. Yep.
Oh, it's
Should
gonna
be
be a
just
great
as
one.
good as New England, Seattle.
Absolutely.
So,
Dude.
hey,
Absolute
wrap up week
freaking
3.
Blast.
Let's
That
go.
was fun. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this on YouTube, we'll get it on Twitter, we'll get it on Facebook. We want to hear your comments. You know,
Make your picks. You've been on
Absolutely.
the board. Make your picks.
let us know who you think.
Give us
or
your
who
brown
you-
bag.
Yeah, that's right. Brown bags. Let us know if we got anything right, wrong.
Who's going to have
you know,
more right? Doug or
Absolutely.
Carl?
Analysis.
Hashtag
If the Cardinals, the Cardinals, the Kool-Aid pick is going to really work out here. I mean, there's a lot to
see.
talk about here.
Let's
dude.
do it.
All
Let's
right.
go week 3.
Hey, listen, everybody. Have a great time. We'll see you in week 3. Actually, get ready
for
for
week
week
4.
4. That's right. We'll see you.
right.
Bye.